Hello everyone, or as they would say in Pakistan, Assalamualaikum everybody. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make masala chai. A lot of you may have had chai tea in your local coffee shop, but this is a little different. This is more traditional to what you would find on at a local street vendor or a coffee shop or a restaurant in Pakistan. And for anyone who doesn't know, chai is something that a lot of Pakistani people drink. 95, maybe 90 to 95% of people have tried chai at least once in their life. I actually, every time I go visit my grandparents in Pakistan, chai is a traditional thing we do around 4 to 5 p.m. We, get a hot cup of tea, some snacks, we chat about our days. So it's something that's very cultural to some people and very homey as well. That's why we wanted to share this recipe with you guys. And there's a lot of variations of masala chai out there, so this is probably the one we make most at my house. So before we get started, the recipe can be found in our PowerPoint presentation, so don't worry about catching up and trying to write down all the measurements. I want you guys to sit back and enjoy the tutorial, but again, you can always reference the measurements and all the ingredients later in the presentation. So what we're going to need to make this masala chai is we're going to need about 4 to 5 cardamom pods, 2 sticks of cinnamon, about 2.5 tablespoons of sugar, or again, you can modify this or use a different sugar if you like Splenda or stevia or brown sugar. You're going to need about 1 inch thick piece of ginger, about 1/2 inch width. You're going to want to julienne it, which basically means you're going to want to slice it. And you're going to need 3 tea bags of black tea. Now, this is a Pakistani tea. You can find it at any local Pakistani Indian store. If you're going to use a local, like a Lipton or something black tea, please try to use more tea bags because they're not as strong. But again, you can find these on Amazon or any local grocery store, on Hillcroft, a Pakistani or Indian grocery store. Just look up black tea. You're going to need about 1/2 cup of milk and 3 cups of water, a strainer and a mug, and of course a pot. And at Chevron we're very safe, so make sure you have a handy mitt on the side in case you need to hold a handle or something of that sort. So let's go ahead and get started. So you're going to want to put your pot on medium high, and we're going to add our water at this point. Okay. So again, you're going to want to put it on medium high because we're trying to get a boil. At this point, you're going to add the water, your cinnamon sticks, your cardamom, and your ginger. The ginger smells amazing. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and just stir that a little. And you're going to want to bring this water to a boil. So after it boils, starts boiling, keep it on there for a minute and let the cinnamon and everything kind of simmer in for a little bit. Once it starts to boil, so you're gonna want to keep it on there for at least 1 more minute to let the fragrance and all those yummy seasonings and all the cinnamon and everything kind of get into your water. Then at this point, I'm going to go ahead and add my tea bags. So as I said, you're going to add 3 tea bags, and you're going to also add your sugar. Okay. And then you're going to go ahead and give it a stir. And again, at this point, my heat is still on medium high. I'm going to go ahead, and once it starts to boil again, then I'm going to go ahead and turn my heat down to medium because I want my tea to kind of simmer a little bit. So as you can see, it's starting to boil, and I'm going to go ahead and turn my heat down to medium, and I'm going to cover it and let it boil for about 1 more minute. So my tea's been boiling, and I'm going to go ahead and uncover it, and you can see it's this beautiful caramelly brown color. So again, if you like strong tea, let it continue to simmer. I would put it on medium low at that point. Let it simmer, get stronger, but I kind of like mine not too strong. So at this point, I'm going to add my milk. And as I add my milk, just an FYI, everybody's stove is a little different. So if you feel that your water or your tea is going to boil over, please adjust your temperature I don't want anybody to get hurt or burnt. So please be safe in making this tea. And now that I've added the milk, I'm just going to go ahead and stir it. And again, I like it a little dark. Some people might want to add more milk. Adjust it to your taste, to your liking. And we're going to bring it to a boil one more time and after it boils, let it continue to simmer. At this point, I'd go ahead and put it on medium low because you've added milk. But let it simmer for about a minute or two. And then we should be able to see the final product. As I mentioned, make sure while your milk is simmering, you turn it to a more lower temperature because it can overflow or overboil, and we definitely don't want that. At this point, you're just going to start, your chai is ready. Your masala chai smells, guys, it smells amazing. So you're just going to take a ladle, or if you have a pan that's easier, or a pot that's easier to pour over, but to be safe, and then you're just going to start straining it into a teacup. And voila, your masala chai is ready. And like I said, adjust the milk, adjust the tea bags, whatever you need to make it more along your personal taste. So thank you for watching and letting me share a part of my culture with you guys. Enjoy!